Oh, Truxton, you were fun, but it's time to put you back in your game case, I think. So let's just put you back in the box where you belong. Right in there. That's where... What the heck is that? Potatoes? Darn you, Truxton. The guidance have attacked again? I know. We can take care of this with Tom Power. Yeah. Let's show him how it's done, Tom. And potato. Tom Power.
I kind of feel like an adventure now after that game. Oh, wait a second. Boots and a sword. That gives me an idea. Now let's see here. Oh, Truxton. I'm gonna miss you. We've got to move on. Where is it now? There it is. Golvellius, Valley of Doom, Sega. It's action-packed with a password save. That artwork. This is Golvellius, done by Compile in 1988. It's made in Japan, the Sega Master System, and I'm gonna play this today. Doesn't fit in Genesis. Oh, need to find solution. Where is it? So it's gotta be. Oh, there it is. There's my solution. Power-based converter. Thank you very much. Now, the power-based converter was a giveaway back in the day. You could mail in for it if you bought some Genesis games and a brand new Genesis, and you could play some Master System games just like that. So let's get to it. So Golvellius, it's a reprogrammed game by Sega in 1988, but it's also done by Compile. Let's do a new game here. Ooh, creepy cave. Oh, there's the old woman. Yes, I'm here for that. Empty-handed. Maybe it's not a good idea. Ah, yeah, sword and boots. The sword and boots, I am unstoppable. So in this game, you got horizontal scrolling levels, like this one. You got vertical scrolling levels, and you've got a kind of a top-down level. There's killing snakes and potato bugs right now. And as you wander through, you come across some obstacles and some puzzles, depending on where you are. Obviously, they don't start you off with a high difficulty here. But this game kind of came out with this whole, let's fight Zelda. So you play as Elisis here, with the green hair, and the awesome sword, and the boots of power. And you're out to go save the valley, just like the prologue said. Well, save the king. by going into the valley. Wait, that's a terrible idea. Why doesn't the king just go to the valley? Oh. Big snake, die. So you got 2 buttons, one to jump, one to use your sword, and those little blue bubbles rejuvenate your health. Now, one careful thing to do in these horizontal and vertical caves is that if you ended up getting stuck someplace, if you go backwards, because notice that you can't turn around, you'll actually exit the cave. Like if I were to go backwards there, I'd exit the cave. But being that I'm in the beginning, it just sent me back to the beginning of this cave anyway. So regardless, in this case, you're going to have to go through this. Gee, do I think I have to go that way? So like I said, here's the top-down scenario. This is so Zelda-like. I know. I shouldn't say that word. I'm not going to say it from here on out. But basically you wander around, explore, get information, and figure out what your quest is supposed to be. It's pretty self-explanatory. Ah, see, like, this is Randar. Key will rejuvenate my health, but I don't need it. And all the characters in this game have this wonderful English accent in text form. So, best if read with the English accent if you have one. If you don't have one, well, find an English friend and make him read it to you. So you see that cave up there is blocked off with a pathway. That'll open up when I defeat the main guy in this area. But to do that, you should try to power yourself up. So you'll come across stuff like this. Yeah, sell me the potion of life. I love it. I don't have the money though. What? I'm not an idiot. I just can't do math. Being that it's on the Master System, you really don't see money on your screen as you think you would in other games. There's no side column telling you your status. Thanks, Rio, for the obvious. But if you do want to find out what you have, you can hit the pause button, which is comfortably located on the power base converter. So when you're sitting on your couch, you have to get up and you have to go pause it. Yeah, well, Sega wasn't thinking at the time, so remember the Master System controller had 1, 2, and the pad. Yep, that was it. So one of the first helpful hints I can recommend here is that if you ever come across a space full of critters, you can't fight them, leave the screen. They'll all disappear. So if you wander towards the edge of the screen, you'll be able to get to the caves easier and be able to avoid all the bad guys. Now I got the money. Once you buy a life potion, it refills all your health. Don't be reckless. Now watch this. This is funny. Nope, she won't have another one. So like I said, there'll be caves pretty much. Every screen will have one. Some of them will only open up if you defeat the end guy. Some will only open up if you hit a certain object on the screen. We'll get into that later. And the fun difficulty of that. God, snakes. Everywhere. And the AI for critters is pretty much as you see it. They'll chase you down. And you don't have a bounce back. They'll just get slaughtered if they swarm you. But at least you won't get pushed off the screen, which actually that would be a good thing in certain circumstances. So, in another part of the game, you'll find these things called Bibles, like that one there. You'll want to buy those. Those increase how much money you have. Now let's go defeat the end guy here. I know where he is. He's down here. This is what I was talking about, vertical scrolling. So if you get pushed back here, you'll go back to the entrance of the cave and have to go through it all over again. So just remember that. And yeah, there's different paths you have to take here too. Which one do I go? Left or right? Lucky this one's both. Like I said, not all caves are like this. They try to make it gradually get more difficult. Which is kind of nice. So at least you're not thrown into hell right away. Big bat. here we come to the first pen guy. He is called Despus, I believe. And he throws snowflakes. Yeah, I know. There's your Frozen thing right there. No, Elsa's not going to sing here. Thank God. Kind of has a predictable pattern to himself. And you fight him however you choose. I don't recommend doing this method. I recommend fighting him this way. Stab him in the you-know-what. And once he's gone, your gold fills up, and you can carry on. So let's get you guys going around the desert here. I hate these frogs. So annoying. So this is Rollick Desert. You'll find a lot of interesting things in here, including the next item that you'll need. It should be right in here. Yay, it's the shield. Yeah, obviously I don't have enough money. And you see my gold max is still only 4,000, so I have to go buy more Bibles to be able to get that shield. But you'll get items like that. You'll get different swords, different shields, and different boots throughout the game. And each one will help you kind of progress through the game itself. And as you see, some of these caves only open up if you hit certain animals or creatures, and you have to kill a certain number of them. Or some of them automatically open up. Snow cones. So, back on the first screen, there was a cave I forgot to go through. I'm going to show you guys here. You could buy crystals. Now you need all those crystals to defeat the bad guy. So every time you defeat an end guy for one area, there'll be a cave like that one opening up somewhere, and there'll be a crystal for sale. You have to buy them all. This is the pause screen. See? There's a crystal. And it shows sword, boot, and your life. More useless information. Oh, so many of those fairies. So that's another hint. You can always go into caves to remove all the creatures from the screen so that no more creatures. You can just leave at your leisure without getting hit. So I may have been incorrect and said Phosphus was the first boss there, but it was Despa apparently. But let's go wandering about the desert here again. Try to show you guys a little bit more of what you'll probably come across. Oh, those frogs, I really hate those. Oh, Rollick Desert. So you can kind of guess, who's the end guy? Oh, it's probably going to be Rollick. Or Rollick, however you want to say it, I guess. So the desert's kind of a bigger area than the first section, which is pretty much a 3x3 square. And you have a lot of mountain and terrain in this area that doesn't allow you to go from one side of the screen to the other, like here. So that cave's on the other side of that. Great. God, I really don't like those snakes. They're so annoying. Get out of the way. I'm just trying to make some money here. A little grinding. Oh, look, spiders. Now this is an important spot. You'll have to come back to the screen later after you defeat the end guy. There's a cave in here. I was trying to look for it ahead of time, and, well, nope, it's not anywhere I could find it. And now I'm gonna die. Oh, great. One more hit and I die. I need health. There's a couple different options for health in this game. You guys already saw Randar. And then if there's supposedly somebody else you can go to see for health. Let's see if I can figure out where she's. See? Here's the helpful hint. If the power gets low, go see Annie. Well, fine. I'd like to go see Annie now. Because one more hit and I die. Oh, look, it's Annie. No, go back. Sorry, I got a little button happy there. So, she'll give you back about a bar of health for every 50 gold. And then she tells you you're a cheapskate. So that's Golvellius, part 1. We'll go into the rest of it later. Fun game, very Zelda-like. Wanted to thank everybody for partaking and watching this video. And catch me next time for part 2.